Felt like 100 times, so you don't have to. You can trust me on this. For me, using a cake pan with a removable bottom was the true game changer when it comes to baking chiffon cakes. First, we need the freshest eggs you can find, 3 of them. You need clean hands to separate the yolks from the whites. Wash your hands with soap and dry them completely. Make sure there's no oil, water or dust on your hands, or else you'll have to throw all the egg whites away. Better than that. Here's how I do it. It's kinda tricky if you're new. See how I messed it up even though I've done this like 1,000 times before, so it's totally okay if you don't get it right on the first try. And don't worry if you drop a tiny bit of yolk into the whites. It won't ruin everything, but if it's a big mess like mine, just grab some fresh ones and try again. Pour natural oil into a bowl. I needed 40 grams, but that night was a fine too. Then add flour and mix until incorporated. You don't want the gluten to develop too much. Coating the flour with oil helps prevent that. Then add cornstarch and mix gently. Then egg yolks and milk. Mix gently in a zigzag motion just until incorporated. Don't overmix. It creates too many gluten strands, and too much gluten will act like rubber bands pulling your cakes out after baking. Turn on the oven at 130 Celsius degree after this step. Now for the meringue part. This part is easy. Trust me. I added sugar and lemon or lime juice right at the beginning. Put the whisk into the bowl so it touches the bottom. Start at a low speed. I use setting 2 until the sugar dissolves, then pump it up to 4 or 5. My mixer has 6 settings, and I use 4, but adjust based on your mixer. After a while, the egg whites look smoother with smaller bubbles. But this is not ready yet. They are still too runny and fall right off the whisk. We're aiming for medium soft bakes, light and airy but stable enough to form a little bit of peak that bends over like a bird's beak. When you move your whisk through the meringue, you should feel a little resistance. It should slide smoothly around the whisk instead of breaking apart. And if it does break apart, it's okay. Once the meringue is ready, scoop a water of it into the yolk mixture and mix freely until combined. Then pour it all back into the meringue bowl. Here's how I mix. I use a whisk to stir slowly while rotating it in my hand. Don't lift the whisk out of the batter. You want to be gentle and soft. Treat this batter like a cloud. When everything looks combined, I switch to a silicone spatula and fold from the bottom to make sure no meringue is left unmixed at the bottom. Be patient and gentle here, or else you end up with a flat rubbery cake. For this recipe, you don't need to grease the pan. Just pour the batter in, gently tap the pan a few times, then put it in the oven and bake for 1 hour. I poured in way too much batter, so the cake totally turned into a mushroom, since the top baked way too fast. Please don't click away. If you follow the 3-egg recipe, your cake won't turn out like mine here. After baking, drop the whole pan from about 40 cm high 3 times. Don't panic. It's supposed to sink a bit. Then flip the pan upside down and place it on a rack or metal basket, like I do, and wait for another hour. If you skip this step, you probably end up with a flat cake or a lopsided one. And here it is, the cake. Use a knife to release the sides, then place the pan over something like a beer can and slide it out to unmold. This one turned out too dense because I poured in too much batter. It's still edible, but not a fluffy chiffon cake we're aiming for. So I redid everything with a proper 3-egg recipe for you guys. When done right, this cake is super soft and springy. You can press it repeatedly and it will bounce right back. Then I flip the cake upside down and use a knife to loosen the bottom. If it's baked right, it should feel super light and fluffy, kinda like a cloud styrofoam. When you finish it, it should bounce right back. To cut it, I use a breadth knife and cut gently with a back and forth motion. If you don't have one, a regular knife is okay too. Just be gentle and you'll get a smooth cut. Look how soft and fluffy it is. After years of loves, failures, and cakes that looks like they gave up on life, I finally got it right. And honestly, this must be how humans felt when they invented fire. I cried, and I wanted to show it to strangers on the street. Please give it a try. And eat it with whipped cream and jam. It's also perfect for birthday cakes, and it stays soft for days if you grab and store it in the fridge. Okay, I'm out of social battery. Bye.